Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble. I'm your astrologer and your tarot card reader, and I'm here with your readings for the week of February the 11th through February the 18th. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you enjoy these readings. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you don't find anything, maybe at the end of the week you will, because some people always call me back and contact me and say, oh my God, you were so right. So I hope that you return. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. And I want to thank you for all the likes, shares, comments and new subscriptions. Let me put my flower in this. Can I get the flower in this? It's so pretty. Let's see. Can it get in? My lovely flower. My friend bought this for me. Oh, that's what I'd like to get. There you go. Now, listen, I have a new contest, guys, next week. If you have, this is how you enter this competition. So the most viewed video, I'm sorry for all the noise, I've got my window open because it's a lovely day out here in New York City. It's for the most viewed video, right, with the most shares and the most comments. So, and you must be a subscriber. So if the most viewed video, I will put all the names of the people that commented on that video and shared, and they'll go into a bag. And they will win a full personal reading with me, which is about an hour to an hour and a half, one-on-one. And so that will be drawn in a live feed on Tuesday. Let me see, when did I say I was going to do it? Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unfortunately, you have to be, you have to attend the live stream, excuse me, the live stream in order to win. So if you're not there, then I'll pull another name out of the hat or the bag. Now, I'm also doing a runner-up. So the second most viewed video with the most shares and the most comments, or the second most, all those names will go into a separate bag. And I'll pull those on the live stream, and they will win a parlor reading, which is about 20 to 25 minutes, sometimes half an hour. Okay, so great. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello Virgo, and welcome to Live in the Solution. This is your reading for February the 11th through February the 17th. And just to clear the air a little. Okay, let's go to your horoscope first. I just want to mention, as I usually do, if you're new, you may not know, the horoscope, I may mention specific days, but the energy leading up to that day is applicable, and also afterwards. So keep that in mind. Yeah. Also, I just want to remind you, this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, please click on this link here, and that'll take you to my website, and you can see which, what kind of readings I offer. Now, Wednesday. Oh, yes. I've already blessed these cards, but, I want to shuffle them while I'm giving you your horoscope. Tackle two birds with one piece of bread. Okay, on Wednesday, Mars is conjunct Uranus, and this could kind of inspire you to get into a lively debate, and it could turn into an argument. You may be quick to draw conclusions about someone and blurt out how you feel without deliberating, without thinking about it. So you might just jump to conclusions, and you may not have the full range of facts when you do that. Now, what else? Oh, resist the urge to say how you feel. Resist that urge, darling, because you might regret it. Okay, now Thursday, Mars moves into Taurus. The pace will slow down a little as Mars moves into Taurus, because Taurus slows Mars down. Mars has been running crazy in Aries, and it's get up and go, and so you kind of tend to start a lot of projects, but then don't get any finish. So with Taurus, with Mars in Taurus, you'll have that opportunity to finish all the things you started over the last, 6 or so weeks. Now, you may have started to plan a trip, and now is the time that you can finalize those details. Or perhaps you're thinking of taking a trip, and it's a good time to plan it, to, put those plans into action, or do the research anyway. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. So Mars in Taurus gives you the energy to complete abandoned projects. It's going to give you the stamina. It gives you determination and the long... You can be in for the long haul with Mars in Taurus. So things may not go as fast as you like, but the lesson for Mars in Taurus, what Taurus teaches us, is patience. Okay, what have we got here? Now we're going to have the clarifying cards for Virgo, please. Clarifying for Virgo. February the 11th through the 17th. Let us clarify. Now, Sunday, we have Venus sextiles Neptune. That's a beautiful relationship. And let me see. It's very harmonious, and relationships with your family and your children and even your romantic partner. This is just going to be an easy, beautiful, light and breezy kind of energy. Consider going out to a concert, perhaps, or a museum, because the love of art and music is definitely high on your list, that appreciation for that. So that's your horoscope. Let's go to your cards. Let's oh, too many. Oh, no. Yes, we have to do that. It's only 2. Let's clarify the 6, please. There it is. Okay. So, I've got my hat on because I've just got back from taking the dog out, and it's freezing here in New York, FYI. And I just couldn't part with my hat for now. Okay, so the first card out for you is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, look, he's got, he seems to have it all, right? The Page of Pentacles is saying that you're kind of ready to go on to the next phase of your life. You're ready to move forward. I feel that there's an opportunity on the table. This sometimes is a message coming in for you. Pages are messengers, but they're also indicators that you've kind of got all this experience. Maybe you've been studying something. You've got the knowledge. Now you need to gain the experience. So that's why it's like you're ready to move on to the next phase of your life. Now, clarifying it, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. Look, knights are all about moving forward, right? But the Knight of Pentacles, he's known as the Green Knight. And straight away I'm getting really respect for the planet, composting, recycling. I'm definitely getting that with this. But knights are about moving forward, right? But this particular knight kind of stands still. He's poised and ready for action, and he kind of moves forward one step at a time, but he moves forward strategically and methodically. So this is saying that perhaps you're thinking of doing something, or you have a plan. I got to be careful not to block my mic. So you might have a plan in on the table. and you want to kind of rush forward and move forward, but this is kind of Mars in Taurus. You need to kind of slow down. I want to sing that song. Slow down, you're moving too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Yeah. I lose all my viewers when I sing. I'm sure. I don't know that for certain, but I can guess. So the Knight of Pentacles is about taking your time, looking. He stands there and he looks at the, the lay of the land, and he really strategically moves forward. So he doesn't rush in. It's like, fools rush in where angels dare to tread or dare not tread. So this is really about strategizing. You have to kind of be careful about moving forward, I think. But look, the next card you have is the Five of Pentacles. This is all kind of earth. This is, you're an earth sign. This is all about earth, and this is about deprivation. So you're feeling deprived in some area of your life. And for some of you, it's financial. You're perhaps concerned about the future. You're concerned that you won't have enough to do what you need to do. Something is going on financially with you where you're feeling, you're focusing on the lack thereof. You have two cards clarifying this. First of all, what I'd like to say with this card is to come out of this energy, you kind of need to, really look around at what you have and be grateful for what there is. And so when you're worrying, it's almost like a waste of energy, because sometimes look, I was thinking about something the other day and I started worrying, and I had to go into a meditation and say, right now, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. You can ask yourself, what can you do about it? What steps can you take to change this situation? The Knight of Pentacles. So don't rush into anything. Be very, cautious. Hold back. I want to say you're moving too fast again. That's coming to me. That's, sometimes I get my messages in song, Underneath it, you've got the Judgment card. Maybe you're waiting. The Judgment card sometimes, the Justice, not Judgment, sorry. The Justice card comes in sometimes when you have litigation, or you're waiting for something, some decision to come to you. Are you getting a raise? Are you getting a job? Are you getting the house that you want? Are you going to win the court case that you have? Are you getting your insurance? Whatever it is, are you up for a review for, at work or something? So there's some decision that is coming down for you. Now, this decision is a karmic decision. So if you've been all above board and done the right thing, treated people in the right way, then it's going to come down in your favor. If you haven't, it may not. But it's, listen, it's no matter what way it comes down, it's okay. Right next to it, you've got the Devil card. So for some of you, this could be a divorce. Some of you, this could be a breakup. I don't like saying that, but Virgo, this is very real. Some of you can break up from your relationships, and some of you, because, particularly this Devil card of all cards, there are two figures chained, right, to the Devil. So you may have been chained to someone and it doesn't work anymore, and maybe, you need to move on. Some decision is going to come down, and accept it, accept the change. Don't live in deprivation, because whatever happens is happening because it's for the best for you, and you are going to be okay. You are, although you may feel that you can't survive without this person or this situation that you're going forward to for. Now, The Devil card can also mean that you're putting too much emphasis on the material, on material wealth and material gain. And that's also a possibility, because Mars in Taurus is all about, you know, Taurus is all about security, gaining wealth and luxury items and possessions. It's all about possessions, right? And jealousy can come up, and possessiveness can come up when Mars is in Taurus as well. But I really am getting, for some of you, there's a breakup or a divorce on the table. And I don't normally say things like that, but this is coming through very, very strongly for some of you Virgos. This is a general reading, like I said in the beginning, so, you know, take what works and leave the rest. And it could be the... And look, yes, here we go. We have the Six of Swords. You're ready to move on. You're you don't want to... Look, anything is better than the situation that you're in at the moment, Virgo. So moving on is the answer for you. And there's some fear, and that's probably this card is about the fear, the Five of Pentacles. Because when the Six of Swords comes in, it's apprehension and fear of the future, not knowing what is around the corner. And so it's a little scary. The change is scary. But when the Six of Swords comes in, it is saying that you are going to sail off to greener pastures. So yes, you know, listen, sometimes the water can be, you know, a little treacherous and can be turbulent, and there may be turbulent times ahead, but it's always very short-lived when the Six of Swords comes up. And yes, there's always danger in moving forward, or you feel it because of that fear of not being able to make it, not having enough, not being able to survive. But honestly, this is coming in because it's this boat. Get in the boat, darling. The boat's going to help you move forward. It's going to drop you off at a beautiful beach where the waters are calm and the pastures are greener. Sometimes change is needed for you to move forward and to reach true happiness. And listen, clarifying, the Six of Swords is the Emperor. The Emperor is all about getting rid of things that no longer work for you. And I really am getting relationships, you know, jobs. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, you know. This doesn't have to be a relationship, doesn't have to be a divorce, but it could be a divorce from a job or a place where you live, or, you know, you have to think of it in all, you know, in a broad section, a broad sector. But this is about clearing out. It's about clearing out the closet, clearing out your house, you know, reorganizing, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, getting everything ready to move forward, and just getting, you know, sloughing everything off that doesn't work. And that does mean friendships, relationships, wives, husbands, girlfriends, boyfriends, lovers, cities, countries, whatever it is for you. This is a time to let it go. Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget the competition for next week. The most viewed video and the next best viewed video wins with the most comments and likes and shares. So, mwah, I love you all, and I'll see you next week.